Welcome, class. Mr. Gurney here in room 1104. And the purpose of this video is to get you all set to finish the 100,000 stock market project. Today is Friday, December 3rd, and we're going to complete our 9th and final tracking log. And then we are going to complete the remaining components of the project. So let's go over the best order of events. So once you complete the 9th tracking log, I would then, in the following order, complete the final report and gain-loss statement. I would also then move on to do the graph, the tracking graph. And then lastly, I would complete the typed business letter. So right now, we're going to go through the stock packet and go to the various components that I've been talking about. Now, understand within the stock packet, folks, we have the initial investment statement, which you handed in on October 7th, 2021. You should make sure your cash reserves are there. Make sure you filled out all of the various sections and rows. Now you should have 9 tracking logs finalized by tracking log number 9 on December 3rd. Make sure you have cash reserves and the total value. And then once you submit all of these different tracking logs, making sure there's news and evidence. This student is missing news and evidence and they lost points previously on this. But after you do that, you're going to want to complete this final report and gain-loss statement. And this is simply a summary of your 9 weeks of trading, including how much money you gained and the number 1 news story. Next, you have the type business letter, which I'm advocating a 7-paragraph letter with the return address, the date, as well as an introductory paragraph, 5 body paragraphs, 1 for each stock, and a conclusion along with your salutations. Now, we must also complete a electronically generated graph, which I'm advocating you use Google Sheets to do, but you can use Microsoft Excel to complete this graph. Make sure that you label the X and Y axis and that the Y axis doesn't have this wide range. I would not have 0 to 100,000, but rather 80 to 120,000 or whatever the range was of your portfolio during the 9 weeks. This Google post has all of these great resources. Probably the most valuable would be the 18-minute YouTube video, which is right here. In this video, folks, you can fast forward and go back to find areas that you are struggling with. So use this as your extra help guide. Now, I will be available all weekend this weekend to handle any email questions you have, but I would also remind you Monday's class will also be an extra help session. But please use this video here that takes you through all the various components of the stock project, including the type business letter, which I have here, the gain-loss statement, and the other very important components. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to email me throughout the weekend. My biggest suggestion is don't let this wait. You can conceivably finish this project on Friday night once the market closes at 4 o'clock. Otherwise, feel free to work on it Saturday and Sunday. At minimum, complete a first draft over the weekend, because if you let it wait till Monday or Tuesday night, inevitably problems will occur and then you will lose points if it is not done on time. Let's remember, we have to submit a 14-page Google document to the Google Classroom on Wednesday, December 8th. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful.